Hi, I'm Tim, and welcome to WatchYouWant.com. Thanks for logging on. Today we have a celebrity in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rubens Barichello. Arguably the best Formula One driver from Brazil, not named Ayrton Senna, Rubens Barrichello had a phenomenal career in F1. Always something of an underdog, teammate, a good soldier to his more illustrious companion Michael Schumacher, with whom he drove at Ferrari for the better part of a decade. Rubens was an underrated talent, but considered a wonderkind when he was coming up. He drove his first F1 Grand Prix in South Africa in 1993 at age 19, and he continued to drive competitively until his retirement in 2011. In the course, he actually set 14 fastest laps. He actually had 17 pole positions, and he won 11 races. This was an accomplished Formula One pilot. Rubens Barrichello definitely deserves one of the finest Royal Oak Offshore special editions ever issued by Audemars Piguet. This is an exceptional model, the Barichello One. The colors of Barrichello's Brazilian flag blazon on the dial, complete with a totally unique 0 to 60 calibration showing the minutes at each station. There is no other dial like this in the entire Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore catalog. The entire history of the model, this is one of the most distinctive by far. Rubber bezel inset with white gold bolts, that beautiful Barrichello commemorative dial, that distinctive Royal Oak Offshore case style, but here rendered in titanium. There are only 150 of these in the world, and they are among the most highly sought Royal Oak Offshores. This is a fantastic watch from WatchYouWant.com, available with a comprehensive boxed set. The Rubens Barichello is already an acknowledged classic, and it can be your classic. Equipped with a JLC base caliber, built and finished by Audemars Piguet, as well as a Dubois de Prez chronograph module, the Royal Oak Offshore chronograph is an icon, even without the Rubens Barichello connection, which is fantastic in its own right, but even by itself, this model redefined what the upscale, oversized, luxury sports watch was supposed to look like coming out of the 80s. At the dawn of the 90s, this watch was considered over the top. By the close of the 90s, this watch was considered the future, and it's a true pioneer. Many have tried to emulate Audemars Piguet's signature style with the Offshore. None have succeeded. The combination of fine finishing from a Swiss Holy Trinity house like Audemars Piguet, which along with Patek Philippe and Vacheron Constantin is considered one of the finest custodians of traditional Swiss finish, watchmaking, engineering, and savoir-faire. Just to have that and a watch that's big, exuberant, fun, and contemporary, to me, that's an unbeatable package. If you're into the oversized sport watch style, you owe it to yourself to add a Royal Oak. It's an icon, it enjoys a permanent market, a huge following, it's always recognizable, and if it's got any Achilles heel at all, it might be that it's been a victim of its own success. Some models have been produced in fairly large numbers, but with the Rubens Barichello, you're never going to have that problem. Again, one of only 150 in the world, exclusivity is assured. First of all, you got to assume Rubens has at least one. So there's one out of circulation. The AP Museum has another. We've got one right here in outstanding condition. This watch presents as new, from its white gold bezel bolts to its original rubber bezel to its silicone chronograph pushers and its rubber-coated crown. This watch is 100% original and immaculate. The natural rubber latex strap is incredibly supple on the wrist. It has a full AP deployant buckle, and that's AP style right there. I mean, even look at the buckle. Beautifully polished, beautifully milled, not stamped, beautifully finished to a sparkling shine, even underneath the clasp. That's attention to detail, and that's what you get from Audemars Piguet. This watch is available with a comprehensive collectible boxed set. Boxes, papers, accessories, what you would have expected to receive from Audemars Piguet and their authorized dealers back in the day. Back in 2005, when Rubens was still in his stride, winning F1 races, setting poles, and standing on the podium, this watch was one of the hottest properties on the luxury watch landscape. Today, the Royal Oak Audemars Piguet Offshore chronograph Rubens Barichello, also known as the Barichello One, stands as one of the all-time greats among the most recognizable family of high-end sports watches. Make Rubens your own. At WatchYouWant.com, you can take Rubens home with full accessories. Also browse our full selection of pre-owned luxury watches. You just may find the watch you want.